Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, as you see by the title of today's video, we're going to be doing this like insane, colourful, smoky eye transformation. I'm going to be showing you how I do my go-to, super easy, smoky eye, but we're going to be teaming up with sleek makeup. Now, the reason for this is it's another add-on from my previous drugstore only makeup tutorials, but Sleek have also got a brand new collection coming out, and they asked me if I would like to demo and showcase the brand new collection here on my YouTube and my Instagram. So a disclaimer to anyone who this bothers, but this is an ad. I am partnering up with Sleek to create this video, which is an advertisement. However, you know the drill, all opinions are my own, and I only endorse and promote products which I actually love and stand by, and you'll see that throughout the video as you watch it, etc, etc. Now, the new collection contains 3 items. We've got the Lip Voila Nourishing Tinted Oil with Snow Mushroom. This is just a really beautiful treatment, really. It just conditions, nourishes, and softens the lip, but it also has a really cool thing that it changes colour depending on your pH balance. So if you have a higher pH balance, it will change different from someone who has a lower pH balance, which is really cool, and you'll see it in action later on in the video. The next product is the Pore Blueing Primer with mushroom extract. Now this is a super good product for smoothing the skin, and I use it on my apples of my cheeks, and controlling the oil in the T-zone. That's what I've been using it, and again I will be demoing it later on in the video. But the star of the show is the Lucid Dreams eyeshadow palette, which is also vegan. Now, I'll be showing the inside of the palette because this is a uni carton. I'll be showing the inside of the palette later on in the video, but you can see here that this is the colour story. It's insane. It is literally insane, but you'll see all that later on in the video. So I'm going to start waffling so we can get into the good things and get on with the makeup. But one more thing, towards the end of the video, after the tutorial is done, I have picked out some of my most requested questions to be answered from my comment sections on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I have answered them all at the end. I think I'm gonna answer like 4 or 5-ish questions, but I'll be doing an in-depth answer to them all. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely stay around until the end of the video. But I'm gonna start waffling and let's just jump straight into this tutorial. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Pore Blueing Primer, and I'm just gonna put this anywhere where I've got pores, texture, or again a little bit oily, as it will just help to keep everything smooth and my oils at bay. And you don't want to use like loads, like you can always add more, so I just want to go in with like, put it here, I go in with like this much. You can see it's only a small amount, and then what I'll do is I'll just work it into the back of my hand like this, and then I can just go in and just start to massage it in. Then for foundation, I want to have like that super flawless full coverage. So I'm going to go with the Life Proof medium to full coverage sweat-proof and oil-free foundation. I wear the shade LP06, which is a little bit more tanned because I like to really highlight and lift my face back down to my natural tone. So it is going to look a little bit tanned, but it'll all work out when we start to highlight and contour. Now that my base is like full coverage, set, we're going to go into concealer, and I'm going to just use the same concealer, which is the Life Proof concealer, and I use the shade 01 Flat White, and I'm just going to start mapping out anywhere where I would like to highlight. So now it's like applied like this. What I'll do is I'll blend that out first, and then if I need to add any more, I can just go in and top it where I need it. So I did my eyebrows off camera like normally, because if I did them on camera we would have a 50-minute long YouTube video, which I'm not really into doing. So my eyebrows are done, and now we're just going to prime the lid. So I'm just going to go in with the same concealer, but instead of applying it with the wand, I'm actually just going to take like a little fluffy brush and put it on the back of my hand and then pat it in that way. And then this way I get the exact amount of product that I need rather than just painting it on and then having too much. And this is the Lucid Dream eyeshadow palette, and then when we open it up, look how crazy the colour story is. So you've got the top row is all beautiful insane metallics, and then this row and this row are all highly concentrated pigmented matte, which you're going to see in the video. But when I say the shimmers are shimmery, like you can see my finger, no product on it, 1, 2. Look how insane that is. Like, I'm not even joking. So the first thing you want to do is you want to map out the area what you want to concentrate the darkest colour on. So we want the base of our smoky eye to be like this dark blue. So we're going to take the dark blue shade and we're just going to map out where you want it. I will put my eye like this and then I will just draw around this here lightly with the colour, and if I want a bit of a point I can do like this. And then you can just see here we've got like a nice bluish shape there. And then what you want to do is you just want to fill all that in with the darkest blue shade from the palette. So the lid is done. We've packed on the blue. I'm really happy with how pigmented and the depth of the blue on my lid is. So now we're going to take a little pencil brush and we're going to pick up that same shade, but what we're going to do now is we're going to start to buff out the edges and kind of pull out the wingness of it, and then we can start blending in other colours into the diffused blue. And now with the bright pink shade, we're just going to start diffusing out the smokiness of the blue with some pink, and we're going to kind of create this smoky tropical haze. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time we're going to take the orange and we're going to diffuse some orange, and then we'll diffuse the orange out with some yellow. So now I'm going to take this little dense brush, rude, really rude. So I'm going to take the little dense brush and pack on the neon yellow all in the inner corner. So now I'm going to use the Face Form Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Light, and I'm just going to start pressing this in on my under eyes, my T-zone, and then lightly tapping it around the perimeter of my face. Face has been powdered, and now we're going to do bronzer, contour, and all the good stuff. I'm going to take my bronzer in the shade Literally. I'm just going to pick it up on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put this anywhere where I want to kind of transition my contour out, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use the bronzer here, in my cheeks, on my jawline, a little bit down my neck. And it's just kind of a diffuser for when we're going to go in and really sculpt with the contour powder. So one of my all-time favourite contour powders is the Light Contour Duo, and you get this light, cool tone contour powder and then this lovely shimmer here, and it's like really pretty. You can see it's like super sheeny, and it gives like such a, you get the idea. But the contour is so cool toned, and I like it because a lot of brands do contour powders that are too warm, and I just think contour needs to be cool. So I get a nice little dense brush, and we're going to go right in the hollow of the cheek here, and then circling it up. So in here and up to round out the cheek like that. You just see, look how beautiful that is. And a little bit more like that. And we'll work some into the hairline here. And with the contouring for the jaw, let's get the bristles, and I can just kind of, I'll stop talking to it, so you just go like, and then diffuse. Now Sleek do loads of beautiful blushes, but I have been loving these two shades here. This more kind of, it's kind of more like a papaya orange, and then this more like fiery orange here. And I just like going in with the lighter one first, and just kind of putting it in here. So I take the tips of my bristles and I go in with the darker shade just on the very tips there. And then I like to go where I would contour with the blush, just to give more sculpt, and then I'll blend that up and back towards the hairline and the temple. So for lips, I'm going to take my No Words lip liner just to kind of shade the outside, and then we're going to put the lip oil on the center. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and get rid of any excess foundation or whatever off my lip. And now I'm going to apply the lip oil all over, and you're going to see my lips turn from my natural colour, which is here, to a new colour with the lip oil. And now you can just see like how like vibrant and beautiful the lip oil looks. And it looks like I'm wearing a lipstick, but it's literally just the lip oil tinting my lips to create like a new shade. And it just looks so pretty. Like, look at that. But yeah, I'm going to go off camera, add some finishing touches, and then I'll be back with the final look. And here's the finished makeup look. I literally just went off camera and chucked on some lashes and my wig just to give you this kind of like blue lid, blue hair moment, and it just looks so cute together. Now, Sleek have actually asked me to do something in this video, which a lot of you at home will be like, oh my god, finally. But they actually sent me some questions, and the questions are questions that a lot of you have asked multiple times over. But I've got the questions here, so I'm going to go through them and I'm going to answer the questions now. So, question number 1. How has your career as an MUA transformed since winning Glow Up? So I would say that from winning Glow Up, it allowed me to be taken more seriously as Ellis 100%. Before, I think a lot of brands would kind of be like back and forth with regards to me doing drag and the creative looks, with regards to me doing like boy makeup. So I think winning Glow Up allowed brands and future employees to actually fully take me seriously as a full package rather than them trying to pick and choose which part of me that they want to work with. When did you first get into makeup, and what did it feel like the first time you did a full transformative look? So, I started playing with makeup when I was in sixth form, so I was like 16, and my auntie at the time came over and she penciled on my eyebrows and did some leopard print on my face for like a dressing up at school kind of thing. And then the way my eyebrows looked when they were filled in, I was like, oh my god, like I need to, like I want to have this like full time. So 16 for the eyebrows, and then I would say I didn't start doing drag until I lived in London, and I was 19 then, so like 19 when I started doing that. But I think for me, like, the reason I love doing the big crazy makeup looks is because not only do you get like a physical change, I also like the mental change that happens when you kind of become this new entity, so to speak, because you've got all this makeup on and you literally do not look like yourself. Like, you look in the mirror and you just see like a statue or a tiger or a dragon or whatever I'm transforming myself into. Like, that's what I see when I look in the mirror. So for me, it's just about how it all just like comes together and you just kind of create this super cool aura and energy. That's why I love it. How has your style of makeup artistry transformed since you first started? So I would say that when I first started, I was a 100% apply every single makeup product that I owned on my face, go. That's what it was like to begin with. Whereas now I would say that I'm much more refined, but I mean, now I know what I want and how I can get there. So I think that my style has changed because I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing, I know how to get there, and I know what to use, and I don't have to just chuck a million products on my face at once. Has your confidence transformed since getting into makeup? Oh, 100%, because I actually struggled and thought I was transgender, and I thought that I wanted to live my life as a woman, and it's through the power of makeup that I realized that actually I just needed to love Ellis like a little bit more rather than thinking I needed to change Ellis. So when I do all these makeup looks, it's just an extension of who I am, being like, okay, today I'm going to be a dragon, today I'm going to be this blue eye, blue hair bombshell, and I just get to do what I want to do, and no one gets to stop me anymore. And I just get to do what I want to do and what makes me feel comfortable and confident. So it has 100% given me so much confidence. What has been your favourite look you've ever created? So this is a tough one. I have two. So my first look that went kind of viral was painting myself fully yellow with the visor cut out of my skin showing through. That was like so special to me because it was the first look that I actually physically got all the elements together for it, like the wig, the lenses, the lashes, the lot. Like I sourced everything and I didn't just play around with what I had lying around. And then the second look was something I did recently, which was the marble look. And the reason I love the marble look so much is because I looked back and I was like so proud of my artistry and how much I've grown. And I was just like, oh my God, like I did that. And it was just one of those where I was like, I'm talented. And it was like one of the first times where I actually could look at my own work and think, oh my God, I am like talented, which sounds egotistical, but it was just like a nice reassurance was the marble look that I am on the right path and I love what I'm doing. So the last question is, how did your transformative makeup help you express yourself? So long story short, I am my makeup looks and my makeup looks are me, and I do them because it's the only thing that brings me any sort of challenge mentally, so to speak. So like when I do makeup looks, I know like, am I going to struggle with this one? Okay, good, because it means I'm going to challenge myself. And it just kind of, it just allows me to really express everything that's not visible, basically, because when you look at the body of work that I do, everything is so different. And I think that's how I express myself, is that I have so many ideas in here that painting them on here allows me to get them out. And it is literally through the power of makeup and allowing myself to go crazy with all these amazing makeup products that I have and use, that it just really allows me to go crazy and express myself. So yeah. So I hope those questions kind of shed a little bit of light onto who I am, what makes me tick, and kind of give you all a bit more of an understanding of who Ellis is, so to speak. I mean, there are only like 5 questions and I bet you all have a million, so at some point I will get around to doing a full in-depth question and answer video here on my YouTube. But I guess that concludes today's video. So if you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, let me know down in the comments what other videos you would like to see. I'll also link all Sleek's handles down below in the description box so you can all find them, check out the products, browse them, shop them if you want. Do with this what you will. I just like working with brands that I enjoy and the products are good, hence why we did this video. So a huge thank you to Sleek for sponsoring today's video, and I guess that's it. So until then, I'll see you on the next one. See ya.